All right, so today, if we zoom in, I've got these relative equal lows marked out. We've got equal highs up here. We fell about, maybe 10, 20 points short of taking these out. So this is still a relevant place to look at, but, we're in between two key levels. So I think the best thing to do right now is going to be probably wait for these to get taken out before engaging with anything, unless something else becomes super obvious. But that's kind of what stands out to me right now. If we zoom in and look for some equal highs, I think we've got more up here, but you know, I don't really feel confident in a long until we take out those lows. Even right here looks pretty clean. And then we've got right here as well. So those areas look super clean. And then look, we've taken this out. So I do think short term we're coming down. But no trades within here that I really see. So we're gonna wait. Hopefully by 8:30, 9:30 Eastern, things become a bit more obvious. But that's kind of what I'm looking at. And then I know if we go even lower, like there's tons more equal lows. At least there was yesterday. Like right here. It's hard to get it perfect, but you guys know what I'm saying. Um, there it is. That's pretty clean. And then right here, the new day opening gap as well. So that's what I'm mainly looking at. If I go to a higher time frame chart now, it's gonna look like shit, but you guys can see kind of what I'm thinking. I don't know that we're gonna get anything super clean today. Had a big rally yesterday, but it was kind of high resistance liquidity. Um, and it's been one of those weeks, so I'm not quite sure that we're gonna get anything that crazy to end the week. Let me check the weekly chart though. Can I just hide drawings? Where's that? Yeah. So if we go to the weekly chart, I mean, yeah, maybe we take out this high, maybe we don't. We're also, it's actually interesting that we look at it from this perspective because it looks like it wants to close under this wick. So maybe that's something to watch out for. But yeah, that's what I'm looking at for today. Try to zoom in for y'all. And we'll see what's up. Always got to remember it's okay not to take a trade. So. And this blue right here is a daily bearish fair value gap that we traded over and claimed. So I would expect this to, normally you would expect it to respect. The way it looks on the daily candle right now, it looks like it's respecting. But we'll just have to see what it wants to do. ES has the same thing kind of going on. Uh, I'll go to ES real quick. If we go to ES, can even get rid of my drawings, honestly. Oh, you know what? So that's kind of a, I know I've got it marked out. Um, I'm gonna make sure we know here on NQ on the daily. This is actually, I'll write it as equal highs, but, and I know this isn't how you label a SMT, but I'm gonna make sure we know that this December 26th high on ES right here has been taken out. So, you know, there's, I mean, normally the way you would draw that would be something more like this. SMT. So on NQ, you know, you could make the argument that now we're looking for a move down, but that explains why we fell a few points short. My thing is, I don't necessarily believe that we just reverse now, especially on ES. I mean, this just looks like it's asking to be ran through, you know. We got a high right here, high right here, high right here, high right here, and that's just stop losses, you know. So generally the bias is still bullish. And you know, when we're on a lower time frame, we just want to find where can more longs get stopped out before we enter. And like this is a good level to look at for that. I'm sure there could be more. If we do a little forensics here. So what I'm looking for, and I know ICT teaches it a bit different. I mean, this level you can make the argument too. ICT, like his definition of relative equal lows is they're just like close to each other. For me, I want the, like, something that's really important to me when I'm looking for it, at least in my experience, is I don't want the second low to breach the first low. If the second low breached the first low, like for instance, if it's like a fair value gap that got traded into, like this right here, I don't like that as much because that's telling me the longs already got stopped out, if that makes sense. Now, sometimes if it's very close, like by one tick, it's less important, but that's just something I'm looking for, like in general. You know, if this had wicked through right here, I don't count this as an equal or a relative equal low. So there's really nothing to see in this price action. Like, even if there was, I mean, look at this wick. That is, that's like a 30, 40 point wick. You know, to either side on a 5 minute candle. Like, most people can't even handle that kind of drawdown. That's like, if it's a 50 point wick, that's like $1,000 on one contract. You know, that's significant. So I don't even want to attempt to mark this up and make it look like there's something to see. You know, equal highs right here. Okay. We'll just have to see what's up. All right, so we're in a 5 minute fair value gap. I would expect this. Generally, this is the type of fair value gap I would expect to respect and not to invert, meaning it would go down. This is not a trade. You're gambling if you take this, but I'm just saying, if I had to pick a direction, I would want to see this um, start to move down from here. Would you look at that? So we'll see if it wants to go for this low. I mean, I won't be surprised in a market like this if it doesn't even take out the low, but obviously if it does, it's just proof of the concept, you know, like, okay, why did I want this to reject instead of to invert and go up here? Here's why. So this is like your buy side liquidity right here. This is where we wick it. Even if I put it to right here where you've even got a small fair value gap on the 5-minute right here. Even if you mark this high right here, you can tell we take it out. So that means if you're a stop loss right here, you got taken out, and now everybody can get in short and be in profit. Now, even if we move it down here, which is really where I like it a bit more, you know, we take out that level. So now we can go down. Now that that's been taken out, when we find a bearish fair value gap, buy side's already taken, we look for sell side to get taken. And I guess, I mean, you could make the argument it goes from here to here, but we still got 8 minutes till the market opens. And this is very snaky action, so I wouldn't want to participate in this. And look, we took out that low, so there it is. I mean, if you took that, congrats, but you shouldn't have traded that. It's cool to see the concepts play out and work, though. You know. Notice how this low right here has already been taken out over here. So normally I don't consider these relative equal lows. They are technically. You watch the ICT videos, he'll mark something out like this, and he'll make it like that or whatever. Even if I make it 0, you know, this whole thing is the relative equal low, even though this didn't get taken out. But yeah, for me, that's not. I don't really like those. So look, let's see if it even takes that lower low out. I mean, in my opinion, it will, because we still do have a bigger target down here. But still, I mean, in choppy price action like this, it's all about internal lows and internal highs, and you really got to be careful. You can't be sizing in multiple contracts in this type of price action, you know, or like trying to let your winners run. You know, these trading influencers talk about letting your winners run, but that's completely conditional on like what type of market you're in. Look at that. So like I said, that's why I don't consider this equal lows. Doesn't mean it won't still work, but I mean, if you were in profit from right here, waiting for this to get taken out, you would have had to have over 12 points of drawdown right there. Well, let's see what's up. We got 5 more minutes till the open. Let's look at this on the hourly. It makes it a little bit more clear what's going on. Like bearish FVG to the downside after a SMT up at the high. So I mean, yeah, like we're expecting it to take out these relative equal lows. But and honestly, now that I'm looking at it, I mean, this is a daily FVG, so it could bounce, but um daily IFVG, I guess, but you know, if it's really bearish, we could go all the way down to the new day opening gap if it's going to give us that type of movement. But the reason I even pulled this chart up is just to make a point of the fact that you don't want to be trading this. I mean, look at the wicks, look at the range, like it's just not good. And this is pre-market, so I've learned the hard way that no matter how bad I want to, um, more often than not, pre-market is gonna fuck me up. Yeah, you just gotta be smart, man. Like, yeah, I guess we can say that this 5 minute FVG I pointed out could have been a short, but fuck. We've got equal highs too. We're delivering from IFVG on the daily chart. It's really like, yeah, it's we want these relative equal lows, and yeah, we might get a 1 minute inversion off the open to target these, but it's 50-50 at the end of the day. And look what happened. So hope you're learning something if you're watching this. All right, open is in 2 minutes. All right, now remember we're in a range, okay? It's gonna tempt you to go long. Yeah, we got equal highs here, okay. But we've got equal lows below, and we're delivering from this hourly FVG. It's 50-50, you know? So, you know, if you made money this week, we did stream, we caught some bangers. If you made money, there's no need to trade this. I'm just hanging out with the community. All right. Starting to reach lower. It just grabbed stops. That's hilarious. So what we want to do is really wait for a key level to get taken out and then get a fair value gap. Okay, we're inverting this 1 minute right here. There it goes. This that right there was made pre-market, so it's just not the best. Now this though, if we close right here and then come back right here for an entry, it's a little better. Still not perfect because of these equal highs right here. But yeah, like I said, our bias is short, so I'm just gonna be patient though. So we tapped into that daily FVG, got a really strong bounce. Gonna see how that closes. Still in a range. If you've taken any trades by now, remember that is gambling. It doesn't mean there aren't real things going on in the chart, but you've got to really like pick and choose the type of price action you want to participate in. This is not it right now. I'll give it a little bit. If like by 8:50 to or 9:50 Eastern to 10:10 we don't get anything, then I'm out. All right, look at that. That's a little bit more interesting. Oh, traded back into that bearish 5-minute fair value gap and we're wicking around. Yeah, I like the way that delivered, honestly. But yeah, like this no follow through, man. That's pretty ugly. And really ugly. All right, and it inverted, it looks like. I'm gonna take that retest and go long. Okay, I got in with the wrong group of accounts, so I'll take it. I'll take it. I'm not mad, but I had like 5 accounts that missed out on this. So I'm up a little bit here. Let me mark out the trade. So I got in on this retest. We can target this. I don't want to like get greedy or nothing. Well, let's see. It's not giving me the momentum I really want to see. That looks like we took out that internal high. So I don't know, man. Like I said, this price action is pretty shit. All right, gonna close it. That's a bummer because there's way more contracts on that shit than I wanted. All good. So yeah, I mean, we know this is a range. We shouldn't have even traded it. I apologize for taking that, honestly. We don't. Well, I already told you guys the plan. We want to wait for the range to get taken out. Look, that 5-minute IFVG is still respecting, but bro, well, look at that wick, man. Like, what are we doing? Yo, what up, what up? Welcome to the stream. I'm looking at that 5-minute IFVG. We just, problem is here we took out this internal liquidity right here, so. And this is a chop fest, so it's not the greatest. Like, there's always a way to make money. Like, you know, you can take these trades and you can make money, but it's a lot more stressful and not easy to do at all. I mean, look, we might take out that high up here. And then we've got equal highs way up here too, so I don't expect a price run like that is my only thing. So you just got to keep in mind, like, we got all this chop this morning. Days like these is where every level respects. I'm not saying it'll stay that way the whole day, but like That's like a good thing to expect. And look, we're stalling about 4 points away from that high. You know, it's like could do that to us. You never know. All right, so we've got a 1 minute fair value gap here. If we truly are running these stops right here, then a re-entry right here can work. I wouldn't take it, but I'm gonna tape read. Yeah, that's trash. It's the type of thing where even if a 5 minute inversion of these highs work, like it's just not worth it. So that's actually our first fair value gap of the day as well since the open. Right here on the 1 minute. So whatever it does here, I'm definitely interested if it wants to show its hand. We've got those relative equal lows down here. We technically already took buy side. I marked this out earlier today. Look at that. We respected the 1 minute fair value gap so far. Still not fully bearish. Yet. Oh, let me show that on the 1 minute. I apologize. Look, so there it is. 1 minute fair value gap is respecting. I'm looking at these highs to get taken out. Not A plus by any means. Let me make that clear. But that's what I'm looking at in price right now. Like if you trade options in this, it's even worse. You'll really lose money no matter what, even if it moves your direction. Let's see, will it stop at this intermediate term high or will it go take this out? Trading back into the first fair value gap of the day on the 1 minute. See if that wants to hold. still hasn't closed below that first 1 minute fair value gap of the day. It might right now, but I'm just saying it hasn't yet. There it probably goes right here. Pretty disgusting price action. Look, it it didn't close below. This price action sucks. You know, we kind of had the thesis. I mean, we had the thesis of these relative equal lows. Once we inverted this, we started looking up to this. But even if you tried to take a long position, which I did, which I shouldn't have, but I did, you know, it got stopped out on this candle. It came all the way down here. It did not look like it was gonna work, and then it comes all the way back up to right here. And then we wick all the way back down, retest it. I mean, it's absolutely ridiculous. So not the type of price action you want to worry about. Yeah, there it goes. Is that gonna work? I mean, yeah, if we held, we probably could have captured this. How many points would that have been? So roughly 30 points could have captured that. Would it have been worth it? No. Like I think we took a 5 or 10 point loss. And you know, honestly, I regret even alerting it, because even if it does work, this is a shitty trade, and you got to look at this 5 minute and stay the fuck out, honestly. So it is what it is. I'm gonna work on that, because I do want to stream every day, but we don't want to trade every day. Like, that's just common sense. And look, I mean, it's falling short by a couple points. We're still holding that first 1 minute fair value gap of the day. You know, it's just not good action. Yeah, you gotta practice sitting out. So, now I know people like to watch streams regardless, but yeah, I mean, you're totally right. I said by 8:50 to, or it's 9:50 Eastern to 10:10 Eastern. If it doesn't do anything, we want to get out. And this is shaping up to be one of those days. Like, there's no, there's just not that much. Like, yes, you can feel good about yourself that you found a trade within all this. Like, if that makes you a better trader than everybody, cool. But yeah, this is price action you sit out of 100%. So I don't know. I'm thinking about trying out Tradeify. I don't know if you've heard of them, but they do it like straight to funded. So you pay like a lot up front, and then um you can just get, as long as you're consistent, you can get a payout, which is cool because on Top Step it's like you gotta gamble your way to the passing the you got to gamble your way to passing the combine, and then once you've done that, now you got to be consistent. Whereas Tradeify, you just trade the way you trade, and you're gonna eventually get a payout if you're doing things the right way. Yeah, Brett Simba. I mean, I think I'm gonna try one out. I'm gonna do some more Top Step, but like, but at the same time, like I might want to try that because it really is like that. Like you don't want to waste too much time in the eval phase. Like nobody wants to do that. And yeah, you can build good habits, but like let's just be real, nobody trades it that way. So yeah, I'm gonna try it out. It's just like anything though, if you suck at actual trading, it's not gonna help you. All right, we're inverting that 1 minute first fair value gap of the day. Like I mentioned earlier, we've kind of already taken out the buy side up here. And we got the SMT up here on ES. And we've got the drawn liquidity down here. So like it doesn't have to take out that high at all. It could just start reversing and go down this way. Or it can chop all day. And we honestly should have known it was going to be choppy because today news came out at 8:30 right here, and all we got was all we got was this. We took out that high and took out that low. All right, it's coming back into this 5-minute IFVG. Relative equal highs on both sides. Just not good, man. Look, I'm glad I recognized it. I mean I did find the IFVG that kind of worked, but these are the days I want to sit out for sure. So usually if the morning sucks like this, it gets better in the evening. All right, so we inverted that first 1 minute FVG. Let me pull that up. Hold up. So this was the first of the day. I'm gonna try to make it less messy. This is the 5-minute IFVG. This is an hourly bearish fair value gap. So now we invert this. That's like, and we got relative equal lows down below. You could argue that's a real good setup. I'm not saying to take it, but there's like a thesis behind that for sure. And so I mean, if you're gonna tape read this down to the relative equal lows, it would be like this. So inversion equal lows. How much points? 62 points. That's not bad. Now, the thing is that this is the type of price action that would give you that look and then respect some intermediate term low and then bounce. So just be wise. And we are in a macro time. This is the about 20-minute window when shit really goes down. Let's watch the hourly candle. I mean, yeah, that'd be really cool if it would do that, but that's crazy. That like that's crazy. I can't believe that. So yeah, in this price action, just think of it, every level gets respected. So that got respected. Even though we inverted the first fair value gap of the day and we're delivering from a bearish hourly fair value gap and we've got relative equal lows below. When it's snaky like this, it's just not good. I mean, the thesis, I still, it only becomes invalid once it trades up past that bearish IFVG, but like, fuck, man. Yeah, so pretty gross PA. Let me go back to the 1 minute. So like this IFVG isn't A plus either because it's not delivering from any key level. So if you take this, that's gambling too. Like if you just hop in from that and go long, I think yeah. I mean, fuck. You can make the argument there's equal highs. It's just a shit show. But I'm sticking to this tape read idea until it gets invalidated. But like yeah, if you're smart, if you did actually take this like an idiot, even though we got the relative equal lows as a potential draw on liquidity, you'd want to like trim or even cut your position at one of these um, on a day like this because you really just don't know. All right, I think this is. I want to. I wish this closed even lower. But what you have here is like a potential change in the state of delivery. It's not even A plus though, so I don't even love calling it that, but okay, now we're going lower into this daily FVG. We got the relative equal lows down here at 21,839. A little bigger drop there, took out that previous candle. I'm rallying back up. We've got 7 more minutes in the macro time. So if it's gonna do this, it's gonna do it like pretty soon. If not, we're gonna know. Yeah, so we tapped into the daily fair value gap. That's what created that little bounce. You know, just not good price action. It's respecting every little level, every order block, every fair value gap, every high, every low, every time frame. And we might still be right on the general direction, but like to manage a trade in conditions like this is so hard because if you move your stop to break even to protect yourself, you're probably going to get stopped out, and it can still go your direction. So it's just not the best for trading. Like yeah, we can tape read it, but like that's something to keep in mind. Even just because you know where it's going, it's just like fuck. I mean, look at that. I just want to see if it's even possible that it dumps to these equal lows. Because it would be sick. Horrible. Okay, it took out that low inside the daily FEG. Now it's really starting to pump. Just crazy. Imagine trading options in this, like if you just started trading options. Like, bro, I can think of at least like 3 or 4 setups that have showed up and then it does some bullshit like that that would have stopped you out. I just want to see if this is gonna play out. Like I really, we have all the elements. Um, we have all the elements you'd want to see for it to play out, but the conditions right now are like the worst I've ever seen. Which probably just means next week is gonna be epic. I think there's, I don't know if FOMC is next week, but we got something big. Let me look it up right now. So next week on Thursday. Yeah, like, so wait, what's today? Today's today's Wednesday. Wait, today's Thursday. Holy shit. Okay. So we got some more going on tomorrow, but next week FOMC's on Wednesday, so that's going to be massive. We probably just launched to all-time highs. That's probably what they're waiting for. Yeah, and that'll be on Wednesday. So Tuesday is probably going to suck for trading too. I think tomorrow we have a bigger um I think tomorrow we have a little better price action, but definitely they're saving all that shit for next week. I think ultimately it's still gonna respect that inverted first fair value gap of the day. Took out this previous 5 minute high. By the way, macro time is over, so I mean it might just fuck around and chop this whole time inside of here, so you don't want to get caught in this, that's for sure. All right, so we are retesting it. Let's see what it does. Is it gonna respect? What's ES doing? ES is looking like it's breaking away over the daily fair value gap, but it's not fully clear yet. I wish there was always an asset that was moving enough to give you real trades. Like it'd be so cool to just switch over to some other chart, but I used to trade options, and so I would trade like 20 different tickers, and that's how I would get fucked also. So lame. Well, this this idea is still valid. I'm gonna sit here till it's invalid. It looks. I mean, I don't even want to say it looks bad because everything looks bad. ES doesn't have the same equal lows, but it's definitely a lot of like generated liquidity or engineered liquidity is the word I'm looking for, to the downside. Dude, if this shit works out right now, I'm gonna be pissed. But yeah, so I'm gonna get off stream. I hope if if anybody is in this, first of all, shame on you, but second, usually when it's like this in the morning, the afternoon is a bit better. So I don't stream in the afternoon, probably won't, because I just don't trade the afternoon, but definitely keep your eyes on the charts at that time and see if anything's good. If you find something, drop it in the chat here in Discord. I'd love to see what trades you're taking. But yeah, dude, I can't watch this anymore. I'm gonna hurt myself. So take care. Thank you so much for watching. And we'll do this. I'll try to be back tomorrow. Yes, sir. All right, peace.